Hello everybody, welcome back. If you watched the last video, we got out of California and ended up in Ehrenberg, Arizona. And I kind of wasted some gas and I went up to Parker because Ehrenberg and Quartzsite, Arizona has gotten this like dark cloud over it now for me. I'm just done. I've had enough of this area for this season. I'm ready to move on and start hit the road, start traveling again. And Parker was the only place that was the closest place I could think of that felt like I don't know, back to some kind of civilization, or I don't know. It's the closest area that I just wasn't sick of, I guess. But I think now I'm in full blown I'm getting out of here mode. So we are so we ended up here in Parker. We're gonna I actually wasted a little bit of gas doing it. I think I'm gonna head back down to Interstate 10 and head east towards Phoenix. An interesting thing came up. There's only one place I have to be this year as far as traveling goes. At some point, I need to end up back in Pennsylvania, the 1st of August. My oldest son is getting married, so I probably need to make an appearance there. Some great friends of mine, Scott and Terry, offered, to if I wanted to fly back, that they would be willing to watch Bella and keep an eye on the bounder for a handful of days or maybe a week. And I thought, oh boy, that's tempting. I could save a fortune in gas, right? I think I can fly back to Pittsburgh International Airport for less than $500 round trip there and back. And the bounder, even best case, if I drive straight there and straight, no sightseeing, staying on the most direct route, in gasoline, about $2,000. But that limits me to only being there for just a few short days. And it's that time to make my rounds of visiting, seeing family and friends, and maybe doing a couple of things. Maybe back there where my tools are at. Maybe to do a couple of jobs on the bounder. And there is, the road trip there and back. There is something to be said for that. There is a lot of things to see and do, and adventures to be had, things to consider. Or if I stay out in this region, we're still stuck down here in the Southwest until the weather's beginning to change a little, where the heat's starting to move in a little bit down here, where it will start pushing north, but not very far, not very fast anytime soon. So we're still kind of stuck here. So I'm going to break out and do something for now. The advantage of flying, of staying in this area, is there's so much out west here that as the weather does back off, going back up through Nevada and Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, maybe back over towards the coast, Northern California, Oregon, Washington again, maybe this summer. There's plenty to do out here, plenty of country to see. So I don't know. And the thing is, though, I really wouldn't be saving that much in gas, because I would still be exploring and traveling from state to state and different locations. So I'd still be burning some gas anyway, a pretty fair amount. So I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about it. I'm considering it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. But in the meantime, we're gonna get out of Parker. We're gonna get out of this area. We're gonna start heading east, at least to Phoenix for now, in that area, and we may head over to New Mexico. Get over around on the east side of the Rockies. So, I think. Here's something I didn't realize was how popular using this map feature was. 2 videos ago, it was a lot of comments. A lot of people like that, so we're going to try that here for a moment. The thought was, one route was maybe going up to, leaving Parker or going up to Kingman, up to Interstate 40 and across through Flagstaff, which is over 7,000 feet in elevation. It's going to be cold up there. And then over towards Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then down to the east side where it's warmer. Well, it makes better sense, really. It's still kind of cold at those elevations, so we're probably going to head a more southerly route across Interstate 10 through Tucson and over towards Las Cruces, New Mexico. So I think that's the way we're headed, but for now we're going to get over to the Phoenix area. I thought I'd finally get a haircut before leaving Parker, but they're closed today. Oh well. Are you ready to get on the road again, Bella? Well, that's it. We've left Parker, come out the southeast side of Parker. It's one of those things, sometimes I just don't know if I'll ever be back. I probably will. Never know. Out over that hill was out in the area where the van build was. Don't know if I'll be back to one of those or not. I did enjoy the last one. I'll probably be back out this way. But you just never know. We are coming up on a familiar intersection here, and we're not going the way we usually go. We're going a new direction, a road I've never been on before. This is where you turn right to go down to Quartzsite in Yuma, and we're not going to Quartzsite. We're done with Quartzsite for the year. We're going to continue on Route 72 East. That's gonna cut the corner off and put us further out on Interstate 10 to the east of Quartzsite. That's pretty much, I'm gonna say that's pretty much it. That's pretty telling. Seems like I'm leaving the area. We might just go ahead and leave Arizona too and go to New Mexico for a while. Maybe see and do some things over there. It doesn't mean I'm leaving the Southwest yet, or at all, but I am ready for a change of pace for a while. Oh, cattle the next 20 miles. So this is open range territory. You know, if you hit a cow along the road here, rumor has it, the owner of the cow can sue you for the cost of that cow. So it's not like wildlife. You've done property damage. That's how I understand it. Anyway, I think this road's going to put us through a couple of small towns. I don't know, but in the end, we're probably going to head towards, once we get down to Interstate 10, we'll probably head down towards Phoenix, or east towards Phoenix, and probably down towards Tucson, and over towards the New Mexico border. Well, we've stopped here at the pilot station here for a few minutes just to get a little snack and a drink, let Bella out. We have made it to Interstate 10. I've decided, hang on. I've decided to go ahead and get on Interstate 10 east towards Phoenix. I don't know where we're going. Anything could happen at this point, but we are headed out of this area. That's it. We're kind of done. We've been out in southwest Arizona and California. We've been down in this region since what, September? I know he's down here for a big Halloween bash. You know, he was here, some weeks prior to that. So we've been in this region long enough. How many minutes to Phoenix? 88 minutes to Phoenix. That's probably downtown. We're not going in town. I think we're gonna go out around. I think there's a rest area right up here. Just for the record, we don't need the rest yet, but I think for the record, going eastbound between Quartzsite and Phoenix, there's this rest area. I'm curious as to what kind of amenities this one has, just for future reference. A big old bug. I know you can't see it. I just cleaned the windshields. A big old bug just made a mess. Some rest areas have, like dedicated RV areas, and some are not very accommodating. But I'm curious. I just want to stop. And some rest areas are very scenic, and others are very, very plain. So, I don't know. I'm not getting too excited yet. Okay, next rest area. It's 35 miles. Cars, trucks, and cars with trailers. That means that's this way. Yeah, doesn't appear to be anything to get too excited about here. No. We'll move on. Come on, Bounder. Really got to give it the gas here. The on-ramp going uphill. Come on, Betty, get up to speed. I think Betty's about to the point where she's needing a tune-up again pretty soon. Come on, girl. All right, onwards towards Phoenix. We may travel at a pace until we've got to change the scenery. Maybe it's time to get away from this desert. We've seen plenty of desert. it actually feels good to get out and drive for a while. We've been just messing around and plopping down one place or another out in the desert. Whoa, a little windy. You know, for so many months, it feels like I haven't been traveling much. This doesn't seem like much travel. You know, when you're 20 miles from one place or 50 from another, or kind of bouncing around out there. It feels good to get out on the highway and put some miles in. The speed limit on this interstate is 75 miles an hour. We're doing every bit of 75 miles an hour. The bounder just seems really settled in. It runs good this fast. Just humming along. Somebody might say, yeah, don't you get terrible gas mileage? I've checked mileage many tankfuls going across the country, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter much. If I'm doing 55, 65, 75, uphill, downhill, with the wind, a headwind or a tailwind, the bounder gets like 7.5 to 8 miles to a gallon, no matter what I do, and no matter how I drive. It's and really, I'm not that concerned. You know, when I go fill the bounder up, it's about, I'd wait till it gets down pretty close to half a tank, and whatever it takes to fill it up. I don't know, probably not even that low. But on average, it takes probably $75 to $100 whenever I do decide to top it off. That's about how low I let it get. And you know what? The difference of, because I saved $1 or $2, not enough. There's not enough difference that concerns me. There's not that big a difference. So we're not afraid to cruise in the bounder. I think we've gone as far as we're going to go today. We're just now coming into Buckeye, Arizona, and according to Google Maps, we've traveled 128 miles. Yeah, it's a start after you know, sitting in one area for so long. But I want to take a few minutes here today and this evening and really make a final decision on what route to go heading east. So we're going to take a break here, or we just might find a parking lot here to stay in the night. And that's going to be about it. I think that's going to be it. We're going to stop here, I think, for the day. I have some more route planning and weather checking to do, video editing. I think I'll sit and do that this afternoon and this evening. Obviously we're back on the road again and gonna be doing some traveling. Yay, that's gonna be fun again. It really was nice to be back on the road and travel a bit today. That felt good. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.